You know it's me. All right, I just went live. Hush. Sorry, y'all, talking to my son. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I've been up for a while, getting myself together, doing what needed to be done. And look what came in. I'm trying a new brand because the other one wasn't working so well. And this one was delayed, but it's here. This is my label maker. So I will be going to the post office today. Finally got it. Finally came in. Good morning. Hey, Quee. So that's one thing I wanted to talk about real quick before I get into the morning energy reading is that, sorry, a piece of hair in there. Quee actually told me that the video had got cut off yesterday. The video had actually got cut off yesterday for the next 48. All it was at the end, the reading has been over. I was still talking about my experiences, but also I had the announcement for the text hotline. Melissa was the only one who had sent one last night. I'm like thinking to myself, I wonder why, anybody sent anything, but Quee told me that it got cut off. So that's what I was introducing yesterday at the end of the next 48 was the solution to me not getting on here and it glitching and having to come back or missing people or whatnot is that I opened up a text hotline. Okay. I got the idea from Sloan, and this is like, I feel like it works a lot better because it'll free up my time. I can work on the Cosmic Cash Flow apps, and then also I can do my laundry. I don't have to be confined to this desk, and I can still answer questions. And because I'm not booking any more phone readings until August. So, and this way it'll be a chance that you don't have to wait for me to pop up and do the $10 lives. You can ask the questions. The only thing is that today, Saturday, I'll pretty much be home all day, do cleaning, doing house stuff, and then packing up packages to be mailed out. So I'll be home pretty much all day. So I'm going to leave the text line open for the majority of the day until about 9 o'clock, and it'll close down. So if you have a question that you want to be answered through text, it's $10 a question, probably about a paragraph or two. And then the number that you text is posted in the community tab. And I actually have it. Let me make sure. I'm going to give it out right here. It will be posted in my description box from now on. I'm going to update my description, and then it will be posted in the community tab. I think I sent it to Melissa last night. So it is 504-475-8417. Okay. That is just for texts and readings. Okay. So if you purchase a reading, purchase a $10 question reading, send the payment information to that number along with your question, and it will be answered as long as it's within the time frame that I'm doing it. Today, I'll be doing them all day, but Monday through Saturday, the text line will be open from 6 to 9. 6 to 9. All right. So that way you don't have to wait for me, because to get on here and, do lives and whatever, if you have a question, you can ask it and I will answer it to the best of my ability. And I feel like that works best for everyone. And we'll keep that open throughout the summer. I'll let you know. I'll be going on vacation quite a bit throughout the summer. So I'll let you know whenever I'm closing it. But other than that, that'll be your way to get any questions answered, until I open up phone readings again. So, all right. I showed you guys, I'm pretty proud of this. I did a lot of research, got my new label maker. We'll be sending some things out today. Okay, just to confirm, text number today between 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Today, I will have it open until 9 p.m. So it's going to be open. What time is it where I am? It is 9:35 right now. So I will start answering questions today around 11, because I got to get some other finished first. So around 11 today, and I'll put that in the chat. Text hotline open from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. All right. And in between me doing everything, and that's Central Time. But any other day, it's 6 to 9. Yes, you're correct, Dominique. All right. All right. So let's take a look here. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Morning energy reading for Saturday, May 3rd. Today is my bestie's birthday. My first best friend. We always say that like we're literally soulmates. We're born 2 weeks apart in the same family. So I was like, God knew what he was doing when he did that. All right. So happy birthday, Lexi, if you're in the chat. All right. My first cousin. Y'all know she's my cousin. So let's take a look here. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. She has a YouTube channel as well, Sacred Souls, and I'm going to tag it when I do my birthday post for her. So what else I wanted to tell you guys? Y'all, we had a tornado last night and I slept through it. It was on the West Bank. So, I mean, still kind of close to where I am, but there was a whole freaking tornado. And I was looking at something through and it was raining and thunderstorming. I woke up this morning. It was close, but it wasn't that close to us. And I woke up this morning, all my stuff was like tousled in the yard and stuff. And I didn't realize until I looked at the weather and I'm like, we had a tornado last night? Okay. Crazy. Let's take a look. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Let's do an ancestor message today. See what your ancestors want you to know. All right. You got take time to reflect. Take time to reflect. I will be doing a what do you need to know reading today as well. Take time to reflect. This is the mirror guardian. So this could be about mirror magic, mirror affirmations as well, self-talk. Take time to reflect. All right. So it says, take some time to reflect on your strengths and challenges and how far you've come. Recognize your gifts. Angels accept you just the way you are, even when you are going through a challenging time. They still hold you in the highest esteem. The mirror guardian, a female angel looking into the mirror of life, invites you to witness your spiritual strength and beauty and to see yourself as angels do. The mirror represents the fact that your core beliefs and ideas are in fact what is reflected back to you by your world. Your life is one big mirror of how you feel within the mirror guardian's help with, oh my goodness, feel within. And the mirror guardian helps you recognize that. When this card appears, you are being invited to take some time to see where you are right now. Okay, I'm gonna read the extended message too. It says, you're a beautiful being who has surmounted so many challenges and expanded in so many ways. Your angels are now guiding you to take inventory of your life, to take the time to know all of your recent experiences, the challenges you have surmounted, the strengths you have developed, and the lessons you have learned. Your angels want you to reflect on your strengths, in particular, those aspects of yourself that you feel have not been acknowledged by others. Offer yourself. All right, we're back. Yes, we did freeze. Okay, we're back. So yes, like I was saying before I got interrupted, is that we are so hard on ourselves and we're kind of like always wired to just be looking at the things that we're doing wrong or we think we failed at or we're not getting right. So hard. And I can vouch for y'all because I do readings. I do readings for y'all. And Aries are just so hard on themselves. It's never, and I know you come to me for problems and things like that, but a lot of times I have to help you guys identify the things that you are doing right, especially through so much difficult energy, right? So much difficult energy. We're always striving for something greater. We're always striving for what's next. But you have to almost be reminded or remind yourself to kind of look at how far you come. Look how you handled that challenge you just went through. Look how you handled all of that grief that you've been experiencing. The saying, this too shall pass is just so true, right? I have to remind myself and say that too, because energy does pass, it shifts, it changes. And when it does, it's so beneficial for you to look back at a moment and say, I got through that. I didn't think I was going to get through that, but I got through it, and kind of honor that part of you that healed yourself, or honor that part of you that kept it together when you thought you were going to break down. Like, that is important. We're always setting goals. We're always striving for something more, but to just tell yourself, good job, I did this, because a lot of times nobody else is going to, right? Because a lot of times nobody else really knows what you're going through. Even if you tell somebody, they'll never really truly be able to experience you, your psyche, your emotions, your feelings. So let's see here. I love this reading. Look at this. We got the 5 of Pentacles. You got, all right, here we go. We're live. This is why I can't do the $10 questions on live. I know after that tornado, the internet connection is going to be really bad today. But anyways, the 5 of Pentacles, we come from the 5 of Pentacles, which feels like someone is depleted, drained, left out in the cold, financial challenges, all of that, depression, feeling lonely, feeling isolated. And you go to the Ace of Pentacles, which is a new beginning, a new start, a blessing from the divine, a new opportunity to make money, a new job, a new stream of income, something that you're learning that probably from this 5 of Pentacles energy, you got the idea, the motivation to create or pray or ask or receive this Ace of Pentacles. And then now you have the 3 of Wands, which talks about looking towards the future in a more positive disposition, knowing that whatever this Ace of Pentacles is going to turn into something that is fruitful for you and turn into your 10 of Pentacles, right? The 3 of Wands is all about manifestation, creation, and waiting for what you've done, you've worked on, or what you've decided on is going to come in for you. Okay, 3 of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sag energy. It's all about creation, passion, drive, right? And manifestation. So literally, it's asking you to take time to reflect even on this energy, because a lot of times this is where greatness is born. Okay, the 5 of Pentacles energy, we don't like to see it come up in readings. We don't like to, see that we're in this energy, but this is usually where great ideas are born. Sometimes they could be born out of desperation. Sometimes they could be born out of brokenness. Sometimes they could be born out of depression, pulling yourself out of something, or grief. Okay. And you're being blessed. I'm pretty sure the Ace of Pentacles came out yesterday in the morning energy reading as well, with the 10 of Pentacles. So for this to come out 2 days in a row, it's not just spirit. It could be like a lump sum of money, a check, some sort of increase in your finances. But the way I feel this is an opportunity to make greatness, or to make some sort of stream of income, or make money for yourself. Okay. This could be, it could be as an idea that comes to you and you say, you know what, this is a good idea. I need to execute this. I need to turn this into some sort of reality. And the 3 of Wands is your energy manifesting it. Okay. I'm even seeing the 9 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and underneath is the Ace of Cups. So through some sort of stressful situation, new beginnings, blessings are going to be born. But more importantly, looking back at those situations for a moment as motivation. Like, even if you're saying, I don't ever want to be here again. I don't want to ever be here again. So this is where my drive and my motivation is coming from. All right. So that's a beautiful energy. I really feel, Aries, this is the time of creation. And, if you have a new idea, a new anything, execute it, go for it. Don't be afraid of failure. Sometimes a situation could fail, but it leads you to something else. And you would have never gotten to that something else without you trying that thing, right? And that's why I tell people, try everything. We come from a world, the old world, where we see people go to school for something, they do that their whole life, and they die. That's ending. Try everything. You understand? Try everything that calls to you, that speaks to you, that you desire, whether it's a hobby, whether it's a business idea, just try it. You never know what your next big thing is going to be. Okay. All right. So that is what I have for you guys right now. I'm about to go get on these packages of these gifts for the Cosmic Cash Flow. That is still open, and around 11 a.m. I'm going to start answering those questions. on the text hotline. You can send them whenever, but that is going to be the time frame that they're open today. Okay, which is pretty long. All right, so I will talk to you guys soon. I'll be back on later with the what do you need to know. Let me know if you would like it in love, money, or general. Okay, I'll read your comments real quick. I was telling myself to just one step forward, and then I'll get my momentum back. Oh, exactly, Elise. Yes. Look. Over all the other sweets. Yes, I'm looking at Dominique's comment. Yeah, it's going to be choppy. The weather is bad. So the number, I gave the number in the beginning of the video. It is posted in the community tab. Let me pin this real quick. Pin. But let me give you the number again. It's 504. I don't have it memorized yet, so hold on a second. It's 504-475-8417. If somebody wants to write it in the chat real quick, that would be great. 504-475-8417. What are you talking about? Money, Queen? You said, oh, money. Okay. Maybe we'll do a two-part. What do you need to know? I've got time. Could do a two-part, money and love. All right. Great. Okay. So that's the number, 504-475-8417. Thank you so much. All right. See, my birthday's in there. That was strategically planned. All right. Take care, y'all.